Today on the channel, we unbox Decade of Domination Series 2, The Big Show! Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and today we are unboxing Decade of Domination Walmart exclusive Series 2 WWE Mattel Elite Big Show. So very happy to get this one. This is could be my favorite of the set. This and the cane is where my eyes went first when I saw this set announced. I said, oh, these are probably going to be my two favorites. This is Big Show. When I traditionally, and probably a lot of you guys out there too, when you think Big Show in your head, what do you think of? This is the incarnation I think a lot of people think of Big Show. Not the later day, big beard, jolly green giant. They probably don't think of way back WCW giant, early WWF giant, or WWE giant. This is more the Big Show of his heart and soul of his WWE run, I guess I'll call it. That's what people think of, and that's how I think of. So I'm really happy to get a version of this in the Mattel line. As you know, the Decade of Domination, celebrating 10 years of the WWE and Mattel joining forces, and characters that have been around the WWE that whole time. And the Big Show definitely fits that description, as we all know. Really like this figure a lot. By the looks of it. There's a few things I don't like, but we'll talk about when we get it open. But let's take a look at the packaging first. There's the top. Let's look at the top first. There's that flashback of 10 years of the Big Show, the True Effects logo, WWE logo up top. Then you got the Big Show in his singlet. Comes with an extra set of hands. Comes with a chair, which was an interesting thought there, that he comes with a chair. We haven't had a chair with a lot of Mattel figures. You know, Jakks, about every other figure had a chair, but not Mattel. Decade of Domination, Mattel logo, Big Show. Got the glamour shot on the side, glamour shot on the other side, and of course you got the back. You got that little blurb we've seen on every single one of these. I wish it was a little bit more specific, but it is what it is at this point. There's no change in that. Tail of the tape, you got Big Show, you got WWE Elite, you got the hologram up here, you got the whole line up there, and you got Decade of Domination right there. And then of course you got the legalese on the bottom. One thing about Big Show, I've heard it for a lot of my life, especially when I was much bigger and I was really hitting the weights really hard back in the day, in my younger college days. I was the spitting image for the Big Show back then, especially when I had really short hair for a long time. Look at that picture. Doesn't that just look like me? Is that my twin brother right there? Can we get a side-by-side? Maybe this one. I don't know. What do you think? It's pretty close, isn't it? I'm kind of a mix between the Big Show and AJ Styles. Somewhere in between those two, you get old Kyle out of that. So, always like the Big Show because there's worse people you can be compared to. I'm okay with the Big Show. He's a good guy, and I'm a good guy, and you know, we fit together. We should do a buddy comedy or something. Maybe I'll get him on the show. We can do some unboxings. Kyle and the Big Show. I don't think his Netflix show took off. I believe it got canceled, so he's got time, and I don't think he's going to wrestle much anymore. Big Show, I know you're watching. Look me up. Let's do a buddy comedy or maybe a remake of Twins. Maybe that would be the way to go. But on the back, from Tampa, Florida, 383 pounds, 7 feet tall, WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, and Intercontinental Champion would be his career highlights. Always like the Big Show. You guys know me. I love face-painted wrestlers. I love masked wrestlers, and I love big wrestlers. And Big Show doesn't get much bigger than him. So there you go. See you later. Comes with a WrestleMania chair, and he's not even on the chair, which I don't understand that. That's a very Jakks move. There's the old plastic prison shot, and there's that chair. I take that back. He is. Look at that. We turn it around. He's on the back of the chair on the seat. So, I don't know. Very interesting. I wonder why they decided to give him the chair. It seems like kind of a strange accessory to give, but... Uh-oh, his hand's stuck in here. Can I get this out? Oh, there it is. Got one out. I love Big Show's hands because he's got molds to himself. He's the only one that comes with these hands because they're so big. Geez, everything's hard to get out on this one. Even his thumbs seem to get stuck. There it is. See you later. All right, how about the paint? We got some paint scuff on the back. Luckily, it's the back. The front's not terrible. A little bit of an issue by his eyebrow, so we do got some of our paint application issues we've had in the past. I do like they gave him his tattoos. They gave him his arm tattoos. They gave him the tattoo of his wife on the back of his neck. I think that's cool. They also gave him his calf tattoo and then his leg tattoo. So really good attention to detail by Mattel on this figure. I love that attention to detail on the tattoos. One gripe I have with this is the singlet. I would have liked to have seen a cloth goods singlet, maybe a really tight cloth goods singlet, something like that, because the painted on one, it looks weird. If you move the ab crunch, it just doesn't look right. Painted on singlets aren't the way to go. It just looks very, very strange. I mean, it looks like bikers, and I don't know. That's the big miss of this one. I still like this figure a whole lot. It's just a bit of a miss. And I like the head scan on this one. I like the mean Big Show instead of the friendly, smiling giant. We got the mean giant with this one, so I think that is a real plus. I like that one. Big figure, like I said, but very light. Feels very hollow inside. It reminds me of some of the basics we've had with the AOP and Angelo Dawkins, where it's a big chested figure, but very hollow inside. That's kind of how this one feels to me a little bit. Here's that chair he comes with. Interesting. He's got Big Show right there on the seat. And then you got the top there. So, I don't know. I think they were just struggling to say, what kind of accessory can we put with the Big Show? What would work? Well, I already told you. Put a singlet on him. A cloth goods singlet. I think that would take this figure to the next level. Maybe I got something in my collection I could put on him somewhere. Maybe there's an old Andre the Giant one or something I have. I don't know. I don't know if that's a possibility or not. But I like it. He definitely fits. He should be in this collection. I'm glad they put him in here. Just wish we could have got soft goods instead of this chair, and even take the hands. If I could have took the chair and the hands back and got a soft goods singlet, I know they had an Andre the Giant, well, I want to say from the Giant Machine one, that they possibly could have used. I think that would have looked really good. But all in all, that new head sculpt, the big body, always happy to get a big wrestler, especially the Big Show in the line. So I call this one a win, and one of my favorites for the set, even with the few issues we had here. A very solid figure, and I do think this will be one of the harder ones to get in the line. So remember, Walmart exclusive. You got to look at Walmart for these guys, and hopefully you find them out there. So there he is. That is the Big Show for Decade of Domination Series 2. There you have it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this Mattel Decade of Domination figure. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.